Hi everyone, this is Kim with Abundant Life Tarot, and we are doing our February Happy Valentine's Day love readings for both couples and singles, astrological signs, all 12. So I am excited to just dive right on in and do this reading for you here. So let's get started. Hello Geminis, this is Kim, and I am doing your February monthly love reading for both couples and singles for our Geminis. So let's just go on and get started. We're looking at the overall energies for the month of February for Geminis, coupled or singled up. Spirit, what do you have to say about the Gemini's love life? The Geminis who are watching this, and for folks who are with Geminis. Any other messages? All right. The first card that jumped is Retreat, Cleanse, Seek. All right, so Retreat. So for our coupled up Geminis, there will be many of you who are actually going on little vacations, little weekend getaways for the month of February, going with your partner and your lovers, and you're actually physically retreating. You're going to be going on a little getaway. For our singled Geminis, you will also be having opportunities to spend nights away from your home and retreat and pull away. Also, I get a sense that there will be an emotional retreat for many Geminis in the month of February, where you're going to be kind of pulling in, maybe even withdrawing a little from your partner, just kind of retreating back, restoring some of your love energy, if you will, and kind of rebuilding those stores back up. So February will find Geminis kind of in retreat mode, both emotionally and actually physically, where you're traveling and moving around. Some of you, it'll just be emotional. Others it'll be travel, while many, it could be both. There's a need and a sense in the month of February to cleanse, like cleanse your heart, cleanse your attitudes about love, cleanse your thought processes, your home, your workspace, kind of everything around you. Gemini, you're already kind of neat in those ways. So you're going to be kind of in overdrive in the month of February, where you're just feeling the need to cleanse, to purge, to become anew. And this could be as a result of you all going on retreat and then coming back and feeling a sense of renewed vigor and passion towards purifying, maybe actually doing cleanses with your partner or by yourself if you're single. And then ultimately, you're also in this time of seeking. And when I see this card, yes, for the single ones, you could be seeking love, seeking a relationship that's lasting and beautiful and deep and rich. That's true. That's for many of you. But I get a sense that, yes, you're seeking love. And also for our coupled ones, you're seeking a deeper connection for February. February is, at least in America, is a time of when people think about love generally because of Valentine's Day, which I have mixed feelings about Valentine's Day. It's nice to be reminded to think about love, but love is something that's year round. Love is not confined by or defined by the gifts you get or receive and give. And it's about really a state of being love. And so you are seeking a deeper connection with your partner if you're married, or if you're in a relationship and you're seeking a relationship. And when we seek, we find. So February is going to find us, Geminis, where we are doing some soul searching, some soul purging, some soul clearing. And that's going to be really good for our love life. Really, really good. Okay, so let's take a look at some outside or internal influences that could be affecting your love life, Geminis, both for single and coupled. What could be affecting our Gemini friends in the, like, affecting them and affecting their love life? Any other messages, Spirit? Okay. So grief work, and that could be why many Geminis are needing to retreat for the month of February. There's a call for that, a call to do some inner work with that. And then self-employment. Perhaps some of you are, starting to take a leap of faith and maybe taking that side hustle to the next level this year. And so that is definitely going to affect your love life, both the grief work as well as self-employment. I mean, I have to tell you, like, working full-time and then trying to balance starting my little metaphysical business, if you will, is a lot, and it does impact the relationship, and you do have to find a balance. So many of you will be affected by that. Wow. I want to take a look at the guidebook on both those messages and just kind of read some highlighted points from the guidebook on the oracle. Okay, so this card signals that your heart needs some healing from one or more losses. There's grief work to be done as a way of moving forward with your life. Already you can think of how this specifically applies to you. Unhealed grief is compounded by each subsequent loss. Although it's uncomfortable to mourn and cry, sometimes this is the only path to healing. That's why it's best to heal with an experienced grief counselor, grief support group, or trauma-trained therapist. Loss is one of the more painful processes of change, yet it can also help us develop compassion and more appreciation for life. Additional meanings: changes that feel like a loss, a calling to be a grief counselor, performing a eulogy, comforting a grief-stricken friend. And then self-employment. All right. Some of you could be taking business classes, learning how to marketing your business, taking over the family business. Maybe some of you are changing professions. So again, that will definitely be impacting your life. I mean, like they said in the guidebook, being your own boss usually means that you put in longer hours. However, the hours feel more like devotion to a calling than work. You may partner with someone who brings extra skills to the table. Follow the path of your true interests and focus on a purpose of serving others. The rest will take care of itself. So this card is just saying, keep going with that. If you're single, you still have passions outside of looking for love. This will all work itself out. And for those who are dealing with grief work, just have patience with yourself. Take your time, do some nurturing during this month, and the healing will come for sure. All right, so let's take a look at the love energies. Okay, Spirit, please give Gemini, I want to answer the question. Please give Gemini some insight for the month of February about their love life, coupled and single. Give us one or two cards to give us some insight about what we can expect and what can we work on in February in love. Okay. We have the King of Swords and the Five of Shields or Five of Pentacles. So the King of Swords, well, Geminis, you are, as the King of Swords, is able to cut right to the chase, be exacting and say exactly what's on his or her mind, because it doesn't have to be necessarily a man. It could embody those energies in both a man and a woman. But it can be, the knife can cut very sharp and deeply. So you just are called to be careful this month in February with how you work with your partner and deal with your partner if you are coupled up, because they're going to need patience and you're going to need to be patient with them, okay? They are trying to be there for you and they don't know necessarily how. So, you know, you're being called to come with a more gentle approach and things will work out. And you'll be able to have the insight and clarity as soon as things kind of unfold in February. And you'll know the moment that we're discussing today, right now in this reading. You'll just know, and you'll know that your partner is going to need that. And then we have the Five of Pentacles. And again, it's kind of like, you know, maybe your partner could be feeling outside of the relationship, meaning just not really in the fold with you, or you could be feeling not in the fold with either a Gemini in your life or with either you as a Gemini in your partner. And so this is causing kind of some strife here, kind of a little grief about the relationship and about what was. You're remembering what was once was. And now it's not what it is today, but your relationship has evolved. For the single Geminis, this is saying, you know, you kind of feel outside of situations. Maybe a lot of your friends are coupled up in relationships and you feel like you're outside of it. But don't worry. There's blessings in being single, being the single friend, being able to go and do as you wish and do as you please. Relish in that time. Work on your projects, your businesses, your job, your career, and the rest will follow. You know, you don't have to continue to feel like you're being left out by not being in a relationship. See the blessings in what it is. Okay. Okay, so we are looking at the sexual sensual energies for February for Gemini. What's going on with Geminis for the month of February? All right. Okay. All right. So we have the Four of Wands. There is nudity. The Four of Cups. It's interesting that there's two fours. So the Four of Wands would signal to me that for those who are in relationships, you guys are in relationships that are solid for the majority of you. That you are I guess there's also, though, a sense that, you know, you want more from the sexual part of your relationship that you're not getting. Sure, you feel solid, you feel like there is passion there, there's chemistry there, but there's also just something lacking. And you seem to focus more on what's lacking than what is actually there still standing. Like you see how she's looking down, looking at the spilled cups here, and then there's one standing here. Well, it's time, Gemini, to take a look at what your partner can offer in the bedroom that can work for you, and stop focusing on what they aren't doing or what they can't do. And then you, in turn, start being the partner that is giving, that is loving, that is the one that's reaching out. Now, of course, if you're the woman in the relationship, you may not feel comfortable doing that. But again, don't necessarily focus on what your partner isn't doing. Focus more on what your partner is doing, and then focus on how you can be a better partner to your partner. Okay. All right, Gemini. Oh. All right. Any other messages for Gemini? Any other messages for Gemini that I'm going to check out? Nice. Okay. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Just some cleansing, some emotional cleansing. Let's kind of move this over here. Gemini. And then free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. I'm going to take a look at the guidebook on that. Let your friends help you. I'm just going to read some excerpts. This card indicates that you need to be more willing to ask for guidance, especially within the context of your love life. For instance, discuss your feelings, hopes, and dreams, then allow others to help you. Perhaps they'll offer support, give advice, or even know of a potential partner among their acquaintances. This card is a signal that you'd benefit from spending quality time with your friends. If you're currently in a relationship, you'll get renewed enthusiasm by having regular outings with good friends. If you're single, then spending time with these special people will get you out of the house and bring in fresh energy. Your friends may also introduce you to a wonderful romantic partner. And then free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Like the unicorn in the image on this card, you may be feeling trapped. Perhaps you've relinquished control to someone else, or maybe you feel smothered in your career or relationship. As you tune into yourself, you'll sense the specific areas where this message applies to you. You can even ask yourself, in what ways do I feel limited or constrained? Trust the answers you receive. This card comes to you from the romance angels because they've heard your call for great love. To experience passion, though, you must first allow yourself to feel deep emotions. In doing so, you may come up against areas of your life where you harbor discontent. Simply by acknowledging these areas, you bring light to the situation and allow room for the angels to help you. As you commit to taking back control of your life, your feelings will naturally thaw and reawaken. This leads to a greater capacity to love yourself, your partner, and your experiences. Wow, that's powerful. All right, so we're going to look at the Heal Yourself reading cards for Gemini for the month of February. Where is some healing that needs to take place in Gemini's life? Okay. Inner child. So there could be some grief work surrounding the inner child. There could be some work that needs to take place, and you will have the space and the room, Geminis, in the month of February. Just things will kind of fall away and make room for you to be able to spend some time in solitude and retreating to work on those things. We'll just read a couple of paragraphs from the guidebook, if maybe not all, but just some. Okay. Your inner child is urging you to lighten up a little. Get out of your comfort zone and have fun, Gemini. In order to be healthy, we must engage our imagination, creativity, and spontaneity. When was the last time you did something spontaneous, intuitive, and outrageous, Gemini? When and with whom do you feel uninhibited, relaxed, and completely comfortable to be yourself? Your inner child can be your strongest ally or your biggest foe. It can assist you to heal childhood pain, rejection, loneliness, and abandonment. It can take you on an exciting adventure, help you become more confident, daring, original, and bold. Or it can make you behave in childish ways, bring up anxiety, fear, and suspicion. This card beckons you to heal your childhood pain and discover your independence, compassion, creativity, talents, and joy. A healthy inner child can help you connect to your integrity, divinity, and purity. It believes in miracles and creates magic in your life. Wow, that's pretty awesome, Gemini. Let's close out your love reading for February. Spirit, what do you have to say to Gemini? And some final words about love. Ooh, patience. Anything else? 3, 2, 1. Oh, nice. Let's see. We've got patience. Hold the faith. Keep the patience going. Know that your love is coming in, Gemini. If you're seeking love, it will be coming in February. You just have to be patient and be patient with yourself in your self-love journey. This is for both single and coupled. And for the coupled up, have patience in your partner. Guide them gently to what you need. Don't be the King of Swords and lash out in a way that could really cut and harm your partner, okay? And then the next card that jumped was harmony. You will receive harmony in the month of February. That full, beautiful orange, robust moon says that you'll learn to, as you work through the pain, you'll learn to be able to be in harmony with the intuition that's coming through to you. You'll be in harmony with your passions. You'll have fun in the month of February. You won't, there's going to be some inner working you'll be doing, some purging, some cleansing, some self-renewal. There will be a lot of that going on, but you'll be in harmony with it. It won't feel so much like, it will be a transformative month for you, Gemini, but it won't feel like it is just like very, very jolting and just an upheaval and just disarray and disharmony. You will be in harmony with these transformative moments. So that's awesome. That's awesome. Finally, there's renewal for you. At the end of all of this, there will be a sense of renewal as you get ready to enter the spring months in the North American hemisphere. You will be able to sigh, a deep, full breath sigh, and know that you and your partner may have had to work through some things in the month of February to get to the end of February feeling like woosah and like at peace, but you'll be grateful for it, all the transformative inner workings you had to do to get there. And then for our singled Geminis, the renewal is happening because you are having patience with yourself, patience with people you're dating, patience with, everything kind of going on around you. that in turn is allowing you to be in harmony with everything around you, and which is allowing you to have a renewed sense of purpose towards your life and love life. And you're keeping the faith, and you're going to start to see the blessings, these butterflies coming in, where you're going to be surprised. There's going to be, maybe, for the holiday, you might have a secret admirer, some of you, that'll be sending you something, while others, there will be people who are courting you, and they're going to be making their feelings known, because they're going to sense that renewed sense in you, and that's going to attract them to you, and you are going to be open and receptive because you've done a lot of inner work as you lead into from January to February. And so there's many blessings happening for you, Gemini, and just be patient and hold the faith that your love is coming in. Okay. Well, that's it. I wish you a very blessed February. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, many blessings. Bye.